I almost just got into a car accident. What happened was, okay, I'm gonna create a perspective. I just went to go get some golden chip fries because, like, I don't really eat fast food like that, but those are one of the, like, few fast foods, like, the fries that usually, like, they don't hurt my belly or anything, and they make me really happy. I'm wearing a top, by the way. And so when you're coming from, like, at least, like, the little shopping center that the golden chick was in, like, for me, when you're going this way, there's two sides. It's the side for the people that are coming and they want to go into the golden chick, and then that's probably a bad example. Like, okay, this is the side of people who are, like, coming into the golden chick, and then this lane is for the side that are people, like, leaving the golden chick. Well, when I'm leaving, like, and everything is so bright and sunny and, like, a beautiful day so far, I go in, like, the way people are going out. And, like, I'm in a panic. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my fucking god, oh my fucking god, oh my fucking god. Like, I'm in the lane, like, that I'm not supposed to be in. Like cars are gonna come and, like, someone's not gonna pay attention. I'm so glad this happened, like, in the broad daylight, but someone's gonna come and, like, hit the fuck out of me. And then in an attempt to, like, get out of there as fast as possible, like, it was kind of, like, on a bit of a hillside a bit. There's this, like, area right here where it's, like, grass, and I drive onto the little hill in an attempt to, like, power reverse, power get in. I'm just like, what the fuck? In the nick of the moment, maybe I should have stayed my ass on that little hill. In the nick of the moment, slowly reverse off the hill, and then, like, traffic was already coming. So, but I'm so thankful for the people that were, like, vigilant and being like, oh my god, like, that car just drove up, like, the hill a little bit. Slowly reverse off the hill and make, like, a slight U-turn so I can, like, get into the right lane. I did not stop to, like, park and, like, actually realize what the fuck was happening, because I knew I was gonna cry. And if I'm gonna cry, like, I want to cry at my house, or, like, cry in my car and eat. I have a friend that I call every time a crisis happens, but I think today is, like, gonna be my streak of, like, breaking that. I will be calling her, like, something deeper, but, like, as a young adult, like, I think I handled that situation, like, pretty well. It was pretty fucked up and pretty crazy, but I'm glad, like, I had enough common sense of, like, how to get myself out of that situation, because it's not all the time people will. And I'm really thankful for the people that were vigilant and, like, kind to let me, like, get out of my predicament, because Texas drivers sometimes don't give a damn. And then on my way back into, like, my area, I accidentally, like, hit a curb. I need to put some holy oil or something on my car. I mean, I know my mom and my grandma, like, blessed it, but, like, that just ain't enough, apparently. Or maybe it's my skills that need the tuning up. But, saying all that to say, like, driving takes, like, a regulated nervous system. And I feel like a lot of y'all, like, who are starting, like, I guess you could say I'm a baby driver. Technically, I've been driving for, like, a year now. But, who are just starting, or if, like, you have a driving instructor who's anxious, like, I'm a certified driver now, I guess you could say. Like, I have my license and my everything. I've driven on the highway. I've driven on an overpass. I've accidentally driven on a fucking toll. Bitch, I've driven everywhere. Like, I feel like Dora. And, like, I don't want y'all, for those y'all who are driving, like, when you make your mistakes, to think, like, your mistakes are like, oh my god, like, what I just did here was so bad, like, I could never drive again, I could never drive. Like, driving is for people who's good at driving. Like, I think I'm a pretty, like, solid 8 driver right now. Like, we're gonna see where I am a few years from now before I make it and get my own damn chauffeur. Sorry, like, I'm literally sweating so hard, but like that was nuts. To think about, like, I can't wait till I get my car wrapped, or if I get my car wrapped and, like, my car is pink, I'll be like, there goes that little fuck ass pink car that's always getting into some shit. Like, that's gonna be funny. But damn, just, like, thinking, like, because you make mistakes on the road that, like, you cannot, like, drive. It's okay to pull over, and, like, when you make a mistake, like, pull over, collect your thoughts, like, cry. It's okay to cry, like, oh my god, like, this motherfucker just, like, people honking at me used to scare me. Like, whenever they honk at me, like, I just, like, right back. I just honked in this, like, quiet ass neighborhood, but, like, I don't care. I don't really care. Like, it's such a normal thing when, especially, like, for those of you, like, that are, like, babies and just learning how to drive. It's so natural. And then, like, you know, I just, like, you know, you're thinking about what you're thinking. Your heart's racing because you're like, oh my god, I don't want to die. Oh my god, I don't want to die. And then, like, the drivers are looking like, what the fuck is this person doing? Like, I do not want to run into this car. And, like, you know, because you're not always going to come up with people that, like, understand it's a mistake. And that's why when you are driving, like, I try to have empathy on other people when I'm driving. Like, if they're going too slow or something, like, I will just change and go to a different lane, or, like, stay calm and figure something else out. Because I feel like, especially driving in Texas, like, or people who just got their license, like, I feel like we're all so new to this shit, like, still. And then, like, I live in Texas, so, like, there's literally a new road being built every single day, and then your navigator has to catch up, and then you have to learn about, like, traffic, when to go, who can go, what is a turning lane, what is not a turning lane. You can make a U-turn here, but don't make a U-turn there. And then, you know, coming on my way back, because there's these little girls that were running a stand, and I'm like, oh, their stand is so cute. But, like, when you just, you come from a bad situation, you're just, like, anxious and you're shaky about it, and you're just like, oh my God. So I'm just driving and, like, trying to get home, but also looking for things, like, to distract me, which is not good. Because when you're driving, you're supposed to have, like, no distractions. Like, keep your eyes on like, your life depends on it. Like, don't take my story as a hee-hee. Like, no. Don't play about your life. And, you know, it's like, damn, that was crazy. But yeah, like, this same time last summer, sorry, I catch up on my teeth. Same time last summer, I was driving. I had a driving instructor that had asthma, and I went, and he told me to switch lanes, right? But when he told me to switch, not asthma, it was this lady who had, I will get into the asthma story, but this one lady who was really anxious, and, like, I guess she was a mom. And I also think being a driving instructor, like, if you're a driving instructor and a mom, like, you're really bold, because, like, if something happens to me, like, who's gonna care for my kids? But, and, like, I took the car, and when she said that, I'm like, oh, because we were in the lane that was going this way, and then there's this, like, space here, and then you can go to the lane that's going, like, that way. I'm like, okay, she wants me to do a U-turn. She wants me to do, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, but, like, this was, like, my first time ever driving. Like, my mom had never let me practice, nothing. And so I take the car, and I start trying to, like, make us do a U-turn and put us in this lane. She's like, no, what the fuck is wrong with you? No, what are you doing? And I'm just like, oh my God. And I just think back to that situation, just, like, how fucking terrible, like, I felt. Like, of course I'm driving this car, and, like, we had some other kids in the back. It's like, I do not mean to kill anyone, I don't mean to hurt anyone, like, in the heat of the moment, like, at least back then, like, that is where my mind was. And another thing that I don't think was too great in, like, my little driving career, like, for me, when I got my license, I had to do tests and write papers, like, on that. And then after that, I had to come back, and so that was one summer. And then the second summer, then I actually got to practice drive. So it was a long, like a couple, I mean, if the year is 12 months, then it had been, like, 10 months since I had to, like, research anything about driving. So I would just, like, ooh, veiny, research things on my phone and, like, what I had written down from my classes, like, to remember. But yeah, and this other time, I remember I was driving, and I had my driving instructor, these two guys in the back that were total assholes. And, like, I'm driving, like, you know, I had never driven before until, like, I was with the instructor. And then, like, this guy, they're just giggling in the back, like, out of all the shit, like, I did not understand, like, oh, what's a turn signal? Like, the fuck does that do? What the fuck does that mean? When you turn these on, what does that do? Like, and how it insinuates, like, oh, I want to turn. Oh, I want to go this way. And he asked me to make a turn. I didn't understand, like, when you go to make a turn, like, you need to gradually come in slow. Thank God I wasn't going as, like, the sonic speed. But, like, he's like, okay, you want to slow down a little bit. And I, like, hit the brake, like, boom. And then, his seat, poor guy, like, his seatbelt, like jerked on, like, his belly and his chest. And, like, it was hard. And then, like, the guys in the back just broke out laughing. It was so bad. Like, I was gonna cry. I might cry about it later, but, like, I'm so glad I just, like, did not call my emergency contact immediately, and I just, like, got to chatting and yapping. Because, honestly, like, I see I'm glad I was able to overcome and get my license and then get my car and like get to go. But for the kids who like, or people in general, like 20 something year olds or teens, like that just can't like drive, or like they have a like deep rooted fear of driving, like I understand like how it comes from. And I just think it's so crazy that I nearly got into like 2 accidents on my way here, but I'm here. And it sucks because not like all the time people don't get to survive that, but you know. It's just like, I guess like yapping and talking, like this is my way of like really processing what the fuck just happened. But listen, like I didn't knock anything over. Nobody died. We're all here in one piece. And that's another thing, like with adults, like hopefully at least adults who have kids, like I guess technically you'd say I'm an adult teen. But like, can they not tell like when a driver is like a new driver? Like I'm gonna add that sticker. I'm not necessarily too much of a new driver, but I'm gonna add that sticker to my car, because like, can people not like tell like this person, if I'm driving and I realize someone doesn't really know what they're doing, like I will go a couple lanes over and like give them some space, or like just change like my route, because in Texas your thing will reroute you. Like there are multiple ways to get to one direction. You don't need to go to the highway. You can go on the back roads, and then you can go through neighborhoods. Like there's so many ways to get to where you need to be, and at a safe speed limit. So, you know, like I don't think people always like reason that out like that. I don't know. But yeah, I'm about to go in this house because this car, like my AC needs to be done. I'm so thankful that I survived, honestly, because it had like I hit someone or someone like rammed into me, like I would be singing a whole different tune right now. But yeah, love y'all.